Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss fifth lesson with you. Uh, that is understanding culture, the nature of media, and its impact. So let's see most important points in this lesson. So when we think about this lesson, first thing you need to learn about culture. So in here you have to learn about how this name formed. From the Latin word cultus, basic meaning is cultivation, restoration, and planting. This word begins. This term was first used for agriculture by Marcus Poisson Cato. So you need to remember the field, that is agriculture, right? So then you need to remember philosopher Marcus Tullius Cicero used the word in relation to the spirituality of humanity. The word culture was first used as a concept in the 17th century. So this is a basic understanding about this word culture, right? So then you have to learn about definitions in this culture, right? So here you have to learn about what do you mean by culture through different perspectives, through different scholars. So first person is E.B. Tyler. Actually, this person has published a book named Primitive Culture. So you need to remember that also. So who is that? E.B. Tyler. The name of that book is Primitive Culture, right? So his definition is this. You have to remember them because in the questions they are asking these kind of definitions directly. So then you can score marks if you can remember this definition clearly. So what is that definition? Culture or civilization is the complex sum total of knowledge, beliefs, arts, laws, morals, customs, taboos, and man's habits and abilities that he has acquired as a person living in society. So this is the definition on culture by A.B. Tyler. Then B. Malinowski. The book is Scientific Theory of Culture. So you can see that definition as the collective wall of equipment, consumer products, structural characteristics of different social groups, human concepts, crafts, beliefs, and customs go to make the culture. So here you can see a clear difference between these two definitions. So that is why you have to remember these kind of things, because these kind of definitions formally they are talking about these concepts with their perspectives. Now for example, think about if he has a knowledge about the philosophy, so he try to build up a definition related to that perspective. So like that way you can see the differences between these kind of definitions, though it is a common word, but you can see different perspectives. Then the third definition is by Joseph Dominic. His book is Dynamics of Mass Communication. So the definition is going to be culture is a complex process. Common values that bind the society, the beliefs, social activities, laws, and hypotheses are included in the culture. So these are the things that you have to remember as definitions in this fifth lesson, right? Mainly remember these three. So E.B. Tyler, he says that culture or civilization is the complex sum total of knowledge, beliefs, arts, laws, morals, customs, taboos, and man's habits and abilities that he has acquired as a person living in society. And B. Malinowski says that the collective wall of equipment, consumer products, structural characteristics of different social groups, human concepts, crafts, beliefs, and customs go to make the culture. And Joseph Dominic says culture is a complex process, common values that bind the society, the beliefs, social activities, laws, and hypotheses are included in the culture. So you need to remember these three different definitions on the word culture, right? Then you have to learn about socialization, right? So when we think about socialization, what do you mean by socialization? The adaptation of the individual to the constantly changing cultural conditions of the society. So here you can see the word culture. So that is why you have to learn about this concept socialization, right? So socialization means the adaptation of the individual to the constantly changing cultural conditions of society. So after that one, you have to learn about these 6 cultures, mainly traditional culture, mass culture, then classical culture, popular culture, media culture, and global culture, right? So first thing, traditional culture, mass culture, classical culture, popular culture, media culture, and global culture, right? Remember these 8. And also if you need more details, you can search on web, and also you can read teacher's guide in order to know more related to these cultures, and also clearly see the differences in between these cultures, because they are, most of the time they are talking about the culture in the MCQs and also in the essay type questions by comparing 2 different things. Then you have to learn about intercultural studies. That means the need to understand the cultures of each country in order to work with other nations, peoples, and cultures. So intercultural studies means studying other cultures, right? So actually very beneficial thing is intercultural studies is very beneficial thing for the people who live in today's society, because you can see different, actually multicultural societies are there in the today's world. So learning about other cultures is very important thing when we think about that concept. So these are the things that you have to remember in this lesson. First thing, you need to remember what is the word culture and what you mean by that word, and also how it begins, how it origin. So like that way, after that one, you can see these kind of definitions. You need to read these definitions, and also you need to remember them, and with the person who state that. And also you need to remember the socialization concept, and also these 6 different cultures you have to learn in your syllabus. And also finally you have to learn about this intercultural studies, how we can use this one in order to develop the country, and also in order to develop relationships, and also those kind of things, and also how we can use this too in this media field also we have to learn. So in the first lesson we discussed about the introduction, in the second lesson we discussed about the communication, in the second one, and in the third one we discussed about the communication, and in the fourth lesson we discussed about the media, and in this 5th lesson we have to talk about the culture and the impact of that culture with this media by linking the media concept. So these are the things that you have to learn in this lesson. So these are the key concepts you have in this 5th lesson. So those are the things you have to study. So read the teacher's guide and also do more questions. So that is the way you can improve your knowledge. So thank you for listening and have a nice day.